close. Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay weighs the state of his franchise heading into 2019. Indianapolis StarPHOENIX. For the first time, Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay on Wednesday detailed just how close the greatest player in franchise history came to returning to the team in a top executive role. "It did get close with Peyton," Irsay said from the NFL owner meetings in Arizona. "I wouldn't say super serious close, but enough to kick the tires and say, what are you thinking? Because my counsel is there for him whether he comes to the Colts or chooses to do something else." There was definitely some interest on both sides. Irsay's courtship of Peyton Manning, his longtime quarterback, began with a conversation in November 2016, during the team's 10-year celebration of its Super Bowl 41 title. The talk soon got serious, Irsay said. Months later, after firing general manager Ryan Grigson, Irsay explored Manning's interest in a president, general manager sort of thing. Irsay said, "Manning mulled the possibility, but eventually declined, telling Irsay he wasn't quite ready for the long, demanding hours required of the role. I'm just not ready yet." Irsay remembers the quarterback telling him, he said, "It's just not right now. And if I'm all in, I'm all in. You know, I'd like to spend more time with the family. He clearly expressed it to me. And I wasn't surprised." Manning and his wife, Ashley, have twins who will turn 8 on March 31st. Soon after his conversation with Manning, Irsay conducted a league-wide search to fill the Colts' vacant general manager post and eventually hired Chris Ballard. "I don't believe he wants to pursue head coaching jobs," Irsay said of Manning, who at the moment is being pursued by ESPN for a role on Monday Night Football. "I talked to him a little bit about ownership. He's got a lot of options, and I think the great thing is Chris knew Peyton is a good friend of mine, and loves this franchise. Chris did not, at all, even feel any looking behind my back. Is Peyton around? It was the opposite. He's called Peyton. Peyton's been in our building working out, and it's great to see. Chris has been that way. Get on in here, Peyton. We need you around. We want to hear from you." Across a 40-minute conversation Wednesday, Irsay routinely praised Ballard's body of work thus far, citing the team's stirring turnaround in 2018 that saw the Colts rally from a 1-5 start to finish 10-6 and advance to the second round of the playoffs. "I think that's just another reason why Chris Ballard is who he is and why he's so successful," Irsay said. "Because you want to be passing the ball to LeBron James or Magic Johnson. If your circle has greatness in it, sharing that ball and throwing it back and forth with great talent around you is what you want. And that's what these champions, if you will, have in their heart. And you look for that. Because you don't want to see any paranoia or looking over their shoulder." Close. Peyton Manning's birthday is March 24th. "Happy birthday, Peyton." Angela Gosnell, Knoxville News Sentinel. As for his former quarterback, Irsay seemed to indicate that while a future reunion remains possible, at this moment, he doesn't expect Manning to return to the Colts in an executive capacity, but he does feel that a front office role, possibly with another franchise, would be something that would garner Manning's interest in the future. Manning, Irsay felt, was too close to his playing days to dive back in. "You don't want to. The worst thing anyone can do is talk someone into doing something that they really don't want to do," Irsay said. "Because then you really get a disastrous situation. Man, I'm just not enjoying myself here. I just don't have that fire in my heart about this job. These guys are competitors, they know what it means to be all in, and Peyton knows, if he's brought into that chair, he's going to make that commitment. Thank you. You're almost signed up for Give Us Extra. Keep an eye out for an email to confirm your newsletter registration." More newsletters. Irsay said that after several conversations, the former Tennessee quarterback told him he just wasn't ready. He said, "I really appreciate this opportunity, but right now I'm just not ready," Irsay said. "You respect that, and I think it's a credit to Chris Ballard, as well. He's like, embracing Peyton, saying, we want you in our building, we need your help. I need your help." "I think that's just another reason why Chris Ballard is who he is and why he's so successful. And you look for that. Because you don't want to see any paranoia, or looking over their shoulder. By photo by photo by photo by photo by photo. 1 of 82 of 83 of 84 of 85 of 86 of 87 of 88 of 8. Autoplay show thumbnails, show captions. Last slide. Next slide is for Ballard's take on the situation. The current Colts GM has repeatedly welcomed Manning's viewpoint on a variety of issues, including the hiring of Frank Reich, who worked as Manning's QB coach for 2 seasons. Manning vouched for Reich, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions of Ballard's tenure. Let me put it this way, I have great respect for Peyton and all those players, Ballard said Wednesday. One of the things I told Jim when I came in here, we gotta get all these guys back in the building. They need to all know that they're welcome. Our team needs to understand that they stand on these guys' shoulders of what they accomplished. I think it's one of the great eras in the NFL. Really, it was. No, I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. When you got the ability to pick the brain, and be around great people, and greatness, which he is, I think it benefits you. I think you learn. And I'm not intimidated by having smart people in the building. I'm not smart enough to have all the answers. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you pick the brain of guys who played the game?